check, nigga, run it up. New chain, new wrist, gotta flood it up. Big bag, no cap, nigga, double up. If it ain't about money, what the fuck is up? Big flex, big check, nigga, run it up. New chain, new wrist, gotta flood it up. Big bag, no cap, nigga, double up. If it ain't about money, what the fuck is up? I've been on the grind, I don't need the clout. They was moving funny, had to weed them out. Talking like they ballin', but I seen the drought. I was in the field, had to scheme my route. 100 racks in the duffel, that's a light load. No label for the boys since the price rose. Drip too clean, now I got them ice cold. Pull up in a spaceship once with the right glow. They ain't seen the hustle, they just see the flex. Made it out the mud, now it's private jets. Stressing over bills, now I cut the checks. Shorty send the love, I don't double text. Told my nigga we ain't folding under pressure. Took a loss, but we turned it to a lesson. Keep my diamonds on me for protection. The ops watching, so I gotta keep a weapon. Big flex, big check, nigga, run it up. New chain, new wrist, gotta flood it up. Big bag, no cap, nigga, double up. If it ain't about money, what the fuck is up? Big flex, big check, nigga, run it up. New chain, new wrist, gotta flood it up. Big bag, no cap, nigga, double up. If it ain't about money, what the fuck is up? They wanna see me shine, but I make a way. Every move aggressive like MMA. Made 100 bands off of real estate. I don't do the talking, money conversate. New vibes, new crib, that's an upgrade. She just wanna fuck cause I'm up paid. Keep it low though, I don't love babe. I'll be on the go, I need more space. They didn't think I made it, but I seen the plot. I was broke as hell, had to make it pop. Now the Louis duffel got a couple knots. And my wrist dancing like it's on TikTok. I've been focused, I ain't worried about the hate. Up the price, I ain't even gotta chase. Told my team if I eat, we straight. Told my team if I eat, we straight. Big flex, big check, nigga, run it up. New chain, new wrist, gotta flood it up. Big bag, no cap, nigga, double up. If it ain't about money, what the fuck is up? Big flex, big check, nigga, run it up. New chain, new wrist, gotta flood it up. Big bag, no cap, nigga, double up. If it ain't about money, what the fuck is up? Run it up, flood it up, double up. Run it up, flood it up, double up.
Yo, 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 what's up? What's poppin'? What's happening?
Boys are back in town, boys are back in town, boys are back in town.
It's like one of those podcasts, bro.
It does feel like one of those podcasts.
It's like one of those.
What's up? What's poppin'? What's happening? This is episode 270 of the Drinks and Discussion podcast, man. This podcast today is brought to you by Lady D's Healthy Eats. Link is in the description below for her products and services. The salmon bites, the asparagus, the candied yams. You know what I mean?
Doing the clutch because your boy was hungry.
Yeah, for sure. We tore that shit up. First and foremost, man, make sure you follow the pod at D&D Pod on Instagram, Drake's Discussion Podcast, everywhere else. Follow me, KingBot, KBNGBAK, on all social media platforms. Follow my man Prime, and I will agree the number two disagree. Agree to disagree everywhere else. And then follow my man D at picture_that_photography, picturethatphotography.com. Link is in the description below. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, hop in the merch store, nigga. We got merch.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
Hop in the merch store. We got merch. Buy some merch. Get some merch. Support the podcast. Also, you can support by joining the gang.
Gang.
Shout out to the gang members in the building, man. We see y'all.
The gang.
What's up, brothers? Y'all feeling good? Y'all ready to pod?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we had leg day today.
Yeah, like day today.
Yeah. Okay. I ain't got the Bambi legs no more, so we straight.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right. For sure. I mean, that's what matters, right? All right, man. So we got a lot to get into with the feed. The feed is deep today.
Okay.
The feed is deep today. I mean, it's a lot of topics. But
you broke down the.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
We peeping.
I did. All right, let's jump in these comments. Gutierrez is in here. What's popping?
Gutierrez.
Y'all finished it already. Damn near.
Yeah. We could have.
We could have.
I want to be that guy though.
We wanted to start the pod on time.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Otherwise,
you know.
Because at first I was going to eat all of it. And then I was like, nah, that'd be great.
Nah, I don't do that.
I was like, man, that'd be crazy, bro.
Not this time.
don't do that,
That
bro.
is,
Don't do that.
because I won't even go make the play. I was just gonna grab the thing and just get out of it. You know
and
what I'm
just
saying?
be out of it like a fucking barbarian. I got you.
No, it was very good, dude. Very good. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah, no, we definitely
appreciate it.
enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. All right. So first thing on the list for the feed, man. So Diddy trial. More testimony. Kid Cudi got on the stand and talked about his time while dating Cassie and how P. Diddy blew up his car.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So, yeah. How y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about that? I didn't even know they dated.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess that was really low key, and it makes sense because apparently she was still messing with Diddy during that time. So, which is crazy because it's like it seemed like Cassie had so many outs.
Yeah. And
then because you was with Kid Cudi, you was with your husband, but you kept going back to fucking Diddy. It's some wild shit. I think all that. Well, the defense is already pushing to get all that shit thrown out with the arson in the car and all of that.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure it is gonna get thrown out. I mean, out of all the charges, I thought arson was gonna be the hardest one to prove.
Yeah.
Unless you have someone who comes forward and like, hey, Diddy paid me to do this, because I believe Diddy was out the country when this whole thing happened.
Right.
And so unless they can catch the guys who broke into his house, who put the bottle, and then there was something about there possible female DNA on the bottle or something. Wow. I don't know, but
shit, Cassie might have did that shit.
Or one of his others, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not act like that would be his only one.
Yeah, for sure.
It could be. So I mean,
like setting a car on fire, that sounds like that's a very vindictive move. I don't think a guy would set another man's car on fire. A woman.
Now, if it was like one of those toys that we had, like it was like a keepsake joint, you know what I'm saying? Like a custom model, whatever. I could see somebody doing that because that would hurt your feelings more than anything. That would really hurt.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man.
I agree. I don't think a dude would do that.
It don't sound like a guy's. Now that I'm hearing it out loud instead of reading it, it don't sound like something the guy would do.
That seemed like a female,
like
jaded, like oh, you cheating on me.
Yeah, like let me fuck up your property and make you.
It's kind of weird. They did the bottle with the
Molotov thing.
Yeah, the Molotov bottle, which is an interesting way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could have easily just like popped the fuel tank.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Stuff a rag in there, light it on fire. But you know what I'm saying? The Molotov cocktail. But I don't know. I think it was interesting. The stories that he was telling, but I think all of it's gonna get thrown out.
Yeah. So if all right, so we already know federal prosecutors have a high percentage conviction rate, right?
Mm-hmm.
If P. Diddy walks, we have to first we have to unban this particular R. Kelly song, right? And then we have to play it. The not guilty.
Oh my God.
You can charge me, no, you can't touch me. I got all my money. Like we gotta let that rain. We gotta unpause it for a week. We gotta unpause the ban on that for a week.
Look, I will be very, very sure. I mean, one, I gotta say, so far, as much as like Diddy's back is against the wall, I think so far his defense team is doing probably the best job
ever.
Yeah, the best job ever, considering like he's fighting an uphill battle. That's what I will say.
Mm-hmm.
Now the whole thing about the RICO, I don't know I think they're gonna get him on sex trafficking. The RICO, I don't know if they'll be able to prove that. The arson, definitely fucking not.
I want to know who else is on this RICO charge. Cause like, yo, you being just one name on a RICO charge is crazy. Hey, yo, fam, what are we waiting for? Put the other names out. I want to know. I want to know.
Well, I mean, the way these things work is they're building their case brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? So they're not done yet. So they're, you know.
How many more weeks we got in this trial? It was 8 weeks, right?
I think so.
No,
Something like that. But they're gonna continue to build their case brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they do it. So I mean, we're kind of just getting through this. So I'm curious to know, like you said, who else is involved? What else the Feds got?
Yeah.
If Cassie was their haymaker, then I'm like kind of, I don't know if I'm saying like disappointed in the Feds. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Yeah, I'm like, hold on, is that was the big haymaker? But
if it's a 96 conviction rate, man, this might fall in that 4% one, man. But they got to come out with something like crazier, like. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely got to come out with something crazy here, yo.
It's, yeah.
Like, I'm waiting for the shit to hit the Fed, like the shit that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because I mean, to your point, right? Everything that has been presented have been things that have already been talked about.
Yeah.
So it's like this whole case just based on that tell all that Cassie put out.
Right.
Because that's what it seems like so far. So I'm just waiting for something else to come out that we didn't already know about, and right. Everything that we heard about so far has been things that we already heard about. So, I don't know. Maybe some of Diddy's assistants might have something to tell. We've heard from some of the escorts already. Which is some crazy stuff, man. My man said Diddy was making me uncomfortable. I couldn't even get it up, man, because he was all on this weirdo shit. Oh, Diddy is a sick dude, bro.
Yo, did y'all see the clip of him on Drink Champs? He was like, "Yeah, drink up, daddy." Niggas was over there like, "What?" Yo, calling another man daddy is crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, nah, man. A grown ass man call another grown ass man. Yo, fam, stop.
I mean, all of it's weird, man. Diddy sitting over there in the corner with a mask on. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, take that. Yeah, don't stop. Thought I told you that we won't stop. Like, yo, like, how do you not know that's Diddy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like,
yo, like, that is insane.
Like, cool boy, yo, like,
that's insane.
How the it's bad boy
come out and play.
Like, yo, I can see why he was uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's very yeah.
And bro. And
so he was being a whole cuck in the room, yo.
Bro, you didn't hear about it?
I didn't hear about
it. And then the dude, he came on Cassie, and then Diddy came and took it and started rubbing it
on his body. Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's crazy.
Nasty.
Yeah, no, that was out early. Yeah, Diddy came out and it was like rubbing it on him, and then the dude was like, yeah, man, he was so turned off after, because he actually put out a book beforehand, but he didn't name the people in the book.
He just said shit.
He just said like there was like a high profile couple, and he would do stuff. But that was
so he was an escort.
Yeah, the dude was an escort.
Oh,
that Cassie would always get up with.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's some weird shit. It's a terrible day at the office.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Yo, that's a terrible day at the office. Like, how you how you talk about that? How you talk about that with your friends? Like yo, how's work today? Hey, shit, man. I don't even want to talk about it. Damn, that bad? Yeah, that bad.
Yeah, I nutted on this girl and this dude wiped it off and rubbed it on him.
A hell of a way to start a conversation.
Like, nigga, what? I don't know if I can shake your hand anymore.
So wait. So that shit reminds me of like that little meme that's going around. You like, yeah, my shorty wanted me to be romantic. I'm hella romantic. She said I ain't romantic. I just ate 6 cookies out of your ass last night. His boy was like, nigga, what? It's one of those reactions.
I think that's a little
crazy.
But that shit is crazy.
No, that shit is funny as hell.
And I'm like, Cassie, like you ain't. Anyway.
All right.
Anyway.
All right, we get past this one.
What they'll do for Faye, bro?
Yeah, man. So 10 inmates escaped from New Orleans jail.
Wow, this shit.
Hey, yo, fam. First of all, it's this shit, and then somebody that's doing decades for murder and rape just escaped from a prison. Like, yo, in Arkansas or some shit like that. I'm like, hey, yo, fam, how the fuck are these niggas getting out? Like, yo, who is dropping? Somebody came to work that day and said, I don't want to work anymore.
Well, yeah, apparently there was only one guy on duty at the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
At the jail?
Yeah, at the jail. And
where the fuck are the sheriffs at? Where the fuck are the sheriffs at?
But
the deputies work at the jail.
I think they said, was it a female? One of the female officers helped.
I mean, you had to. You got them inmates don't. Well, shit. In prison, maybe. In jail, not so much. But like,
because you know those female officers be fucking with.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So I believe.
You know how many cases I had to investigate of like COs being pregnant from inmates?
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts, bro.
Like
they love the attention.
And inmates getting COs pregnant. It's shit, especially in Raleigh. That women's prison is crazy. So they don't let the men go back into the pods, but somehow them motherfuckers be getting back there. Now, why you want some prison pussy is crazy to me. And then why you didn't put a condom on getting prison pussy is even crazier to me.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Like it's what is your thought process? It wasn't no thought process.
Couldn't have been.
No, you weren't thinking.
You should have nutted on the back of the bunkmate, bro.
Sick. What's wrong with you, sir?
Wait a minute.
I'm just saying,
Who
man.
are you?
Nut on them, not in them.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was this whole story is the saddest thing though I heard from this story is apparently was it one of the guy's mom or grandmother gave one of the inmates money and is now facing jail time.
Oh. Well, shit, man. She older, man. She ain't know for real. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He could have got out and he in jail, so he could have easily. Oh yeah, my homeboy bailed me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, grandma. Now, you know what I'm saying? I need some money to get on my feet. Oh, okay, grandbaby, I got you. Yeah, I gotta get out of here, grandma. That's probably exactly what he said to her. And that old lady don't know no better.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they found out or caught her or what have you. Maybe she didn't know and she just admitted it, you know. But they charge her for just giving her, you know, family money. Like,
it's somebody trying to save their ass. That's what it is, man. I think that's what it is. Somebody trying to save their ass. Yeah, yo, y'all ain't found these niggas yet. Y'all ain't got no leads. You know what I'm saying? And somebody was like, oh. Look, check his grandma. Oh yeah, no, he came by the other day. I gave him some money. You know, they know old people talk. They just give too much information sometimes. You know
they got a betting thing on who's gonna get caught last.
Oh wow,
God, you can bet on anything, man.
How many is left?
I think
3.
Yeah, I think like 3 or 4, if I'm not mistaken. I'm saying.
Yeah, check on that.
Yeah, because I know that. They had a little poll going up there.
That's
crazy to have a poll. be gambling on that shit.
Hey man, look, may the odds be forever in your favor.
Oh, they're down to 2 now.
Okay, 2.
They're down to 2. So I wonder how many people lost money.
Hey,
I hope they all lose money somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna bet on some shit like that, bro? That's crazy.
That is crazy. It's funny as shit.
America's fucking crazy, man.
It's funny as shit.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got on the docket today. Okay. So have y'all been to go see the new Final Destination yet?
I have.
I've not.
I have. Okay. So according to I saw it on what you call that thing? WorldStar, right? Well, I heard about it first, and then I saw it on WorldStar because it sounds worse than what it is. But lady, I think a lady and her kid or something like that went to go see Final Destination, and in the movie theater, the roof caved in. That's some Final Destination shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anyone actually die?
No. I thought they died, but no. They got hurt. One of them got hit in the head. The other one scraped their leg or something like that. But like literally, like when I saw it on WorldStar, it's like a little piece of the ceiling fell
I was
down.
gonna say.
Yeah, it wasn't like a whole collapse or whatever. Yeah, but
They sold the story.
But hearing it, right? Yeah. Hearing it and pairing it with Final Destination and knowing what Final Destination is about, it sounds fucking bad. Yeah, it sounds fucking terrible. What'd you think of the movie though?
I actually thought it was really fucking good.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I thought it was really good. I mean, especially if you think about like the ones they put out in between. The first 2 were good, and the rest was like, eh. But this one was actually really good, and I'm happy for the franchise because they get to go out with a bang, and that's a very rare thing. But I think the movie was just overall just a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, I like how they tied things in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like at first, the way the movie started, I thought it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what's happening here? And then it's like, oh, okay,
the fucking penny.
Yeah.
I mean, that part was like a fucking penny.
A fucking penny.
A fucking penny.
A fucking penny.
I'm definitely not going to see that. It's pretty gruesome. I'll fair warning that the deaths are people are getting splattered.
Yeah,
blood everywhere.
Or folded, splattered.
They always did that though.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how it was. Yeah. So, but yeah, for what Final Destination said, it wasn't terrible, to be honest. Yeah, no, it made me jump. Yeah, I mean, my expectations was like here, and then I watched it. I was like, yo, this was actually pretty good. Yeah, there was a lot of good jump scares in there. Different kind of killings. And I love how they built the suspense for like things that you thought were gonna happen and then didn't happen, and then they hit you with something else up. Yeah. So they were very clever when it came to that.
I've never liked watching any of them, but
I stopped watching after 2. Yeah. I like 1. I like 2. After that, I think I did watch it, but then like I don't really like how they keep doing certain scenes over and over, and it's like super repetitive. Yeah. And you already know this motherfucker gonna die. Right. You know what I'm saying? So how is he gonna die? You know what I'm saying? Like how many times can you flip that shit? So I ain't really been paying like all the other ones that they had. I don't even know how many other movies they had.
Yeah, that's a bunch. Yeah.
But it was a bunch.
Yeah, it was a bunch. Yeah, I don't even know how many, but yeah.
But yeah, I'll check it out though.
Yeah. No, I say it's worth the watch. One thing I will give Final Destination credit for is they created an entire generation of people who will not drive behind log trucks.
No, yeah, fucking right. I will switch lanes quick as fuck.
After watching that movie,
I will slow down and switch lanes and let other cars get in front of me. Like, bro, I'm not fucking with that shit, bro. But look, Pete, I can say this without spoiling the movie. If I was that one nigga, I'd stayed at home with my mom. And you know which nigga I'm talking about. Dumbass. I just stayed at home with my mom. After learning the information I learned, oh shit, I just stayed at home with that shit. Y'all niggas gotta fight this shit, not me.
And that was the 6th and final installment. Lilo and Stitch was good. I heard Lilo and Stitch was good. I haven't watched it.
I watched it on Fire Stick.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody know what's going on with Remy Ma Papoose?
I know a few things.
You know a few things. What's up?
Basically, Remy is bitter that Papoose has moved on in life, and so she started a smear campaign, and everybody hating on Papoose and all this.
Papoose.
Women's empowerment. They shading Clarissa like a motherfucker. Like, I don't get it. But basically, Remy say Pooh's broke. She paid everything the entire time.
Yeah, she basically called him a husband's son.
Yeah, husband's son. Said he riding Clarissa's coattail now, and she wanting her don't mix with him because, you know what I'm saying, he got kids, he been married, he old, you know what I'm saying, he ain't got no money. He just using you for a paycheck right now. So it's been a lot of stuff on the internet, and there's a lot of females that's big Remy fans.
Yeah.
A lot of scoring women out there that's trauma bonding in the comments and stuff. But yeah, it's just wild, right? Because you remember at one point in time they were the epitome of black love.
Yeah.
You know, for it to end up in the dumpster fire after she cheated on him first and been dealing with this dude. Now all of a sudden, since he out here in the public with her and happy, he ain't shit.
Right.
It never was shit.
Right.
It never will be shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pat broke. He, like all the narratives that they like to throw on black men, like they co-signing on that shit, and it's kind of wild how quick people turn on other people, and especially that's not even connected to them.
Right. So I will say this: I was watching both of the live streams at the same time. Yeah. Hey yo,
I mean, the drama is real. You know, it's pretty
yeah.
funny, but it's sad though, like how they were and what's now. You know what I'm saying? Like Will and Jada, like they were, this ideal fixture of what it was supposed to be. Yeah. And now you see them and it's just like, damn, bro.
Right. And
is this what black love is all about?
And I'm starting to think, bro, like the people who we would consider couple goals are just better at hiding their shit. Because again, to your point, Will and Jada, Remy and Papoose.
Well, I think Will and Jada is different because, like, I think Remy's just salty and throwing shade because it's trending. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think Papoose didn't pay any bills. I don't think he was
Papoose,
riding her coattail.
Got money, bro.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's different dynamic because Will went through some shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's documented, But Pap, he just tried to wife a 304, man. That's what happens, man.
So I will say this, man. Like, for niggas to call Pat broke, they crazy. Yo, check your favorite rapper song credits, like for real.
Exactly.
Because like that nigga writes a lot of music for these artists. These new artists that's out, yes. Like the song that you bop into, check the credits on that song. Cause I guarantee you, and I didn't know. I'm old school, man. I remember you used to get CDs, right? And it used to be a CD booklet, motherfucker, this long, right? When you stretch it out, and I have every song listed, who made the beat, all the producers, all the songwriters with the song. Well, I used to look at that shit because you used to see the same names over and over again. And I used to kind of compare. I said, oh yeah, I really like when this person, you know what I'm saying, writes for a song. I really like when this person, you know what I'm saying, does whatever on the instrumental. Like that shit really, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man.
Because people have their signatures on their music one way or another.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. So Pap ain't broke, man. Pap far from broke. You know what I'm saying? He might not be where he was, you know what I'm saying, when we was in like,
or where he could have been if he didn't pour himself into his wife.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing. Like, women always talk about how they want a man to pour into them. And then Pap puts that on display, and now he's penalized for putting his shit on the back burner to support his wife because she got a lot going on. She want to live out her dream. She want to do her thing. You know what I'm saying? So all right, baby, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'll be your helpmate to get you where you want to go because this is what you want to do. And he could have did his own thing a long time ago. I don't think he would have really went commercial because that's just not who he is. But he definitely could have spent his time doing other things other than writing for Remy and hyping her up all the time.
Yeah, but it's a lot of cats. It's a lot of cats that Well, I mean, the example I think of, you know what I'm saying, R.I.P. But Max B, like Max B was always independent, but he was always on like a major record though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Pat could have went that route. That was a lane back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have to do that now. He would be documented as a legacy now. He'd be a legacy act by now. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But I hope they get their shit together, man.
Yeah, because it's getting ugly.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. I can't remember who put this in the chat.
I know it's me. So Tyler Chase Butler. So we're actually,
this is crazy.
Yeah. So we're actually pretty late getting to this story. But at first, when I first heard this, I didn't have all the facts, and it. Now that I got all the facts of the story, now I'm like, oh shit, we got to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you see these stories and you see so many of them, and it's like, oh, this shit again.
Mm-hmm.
But this shit is absolutely crazy. For those who don't know, Tyler Chase Butler is currently sitting in jail for shooting an 18-year-old white boy for kicking his door at night.
3 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning, which is an important detail.
I would have shot that white boy too.
Here's another thing is there's 3 of them, and they all had masks on. And,
I'm airing that shit out.
And allegedly, they were playing this Ding Dong Ditch challenge, which I don't know about.
Nigga
not. That's what I was
nigga not.
But I never heard of any kind of challenge where you're kicking the door. And you have to think about this, right? So if they come, matter of fact, it was the back door, by the way, not even the front door, right? If you
come on, fam,
if you playing nigga not ding dong dish, whatever you want to call it,
do the front door.
You do the front door, right? So they're at the back door, and supposedly they're just doing this little prank. I don't buy that shit one single fucking bit.
Nah, they were about to run in that nigga house, and that nigga aired that shit the fuck out.
And add to that, I do believe his mom was in the house. So not only was he protecting himself, he has to protect the people within the home itself.
You need to go represent him because everything you telling me right now, that nigga is right. I don't care what is happening.
And
wrong complexion for protection.
And then on top of all of that, they had to be kicking in the door for a little minute because he had time to go get his gun and then shoot. So here's the thing. He's in jail with no bond.
Mm-hmm.
That's what? No bond?
Well, they can do that for capital murder. But if that's what they charged him with, I'm not saying he's convicted of it. If they charge you with capital murder, they can put you in jail with no bond.
Also, Virginia is a stand your ground state, so there's no thing of like, oh, he has to, but he's under the castle, so it wouldn't even matter under the castle doctrine. So he wouldn't even have to flee because he's in his home at this point.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. I think the only thing that they can say is like they would have to convince the jury that they weren't trying to break in somehow.
Right.
And they would have to buy the story that it was just a ding dong ditch thing. Because if someone just knocks on your door or whatever, you can't just shoot through. But if someone's trying to break in, then you are free to shoot right through the door. You know what I'm saying? Now, if someone's just talking shit through the door, no. But as soon as they try to break in, now you are free to shoot through the door.
But you're the one that wink and not the one that stink.
Right. And so And so it's to me like the whole thing is absolutely crazy. I feel like honestly, I feel like the story should be getting more headlines than it is getting. Because I know the other thing with the boy who stabbed the white boy, that one's getting way more headlines. But I actually think this one deserves more headlines than the other story because this is just like it's flat out like it's just flat out wrong. Like there's really no open to interpretation here.
But that's why it's not getting no press though.
Yeah,
because it's a black man that's being incarcerated for shooting a white boy, and regardless of what he did or didn't do, you can't do that.
Yeah,
this is still America.
bro.
And the message is clear in 2025. What's really going on?
And the way they're trying to report this, oh, this was a good kid. He played lacrosse, and he was gonna go to the Marine.
He rapes women.
I was like,
grapes.
Right, lacrosse. Hey, yo, fam, stop. Hey, look, I'll be on that joint. Hey, yo, stop talking to me, prosecutor. I mean, stop talking to me, prosecutor.
But yeah, like I don't want to
prostitutor.
Right, yeah, but I don't want to hear this crap because it was 3 a.m. and you kicking on the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're kicking someone's back door
now
with a mask on.
Now, mind you, as a kid, yes, I did mischievous stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wait, I was kicking in people's door at 3 a.m.
No, I was nigga knocking.
Oh, Nick, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a completely different story.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, nigga knocking, we're not fucking kicking on somebody's door. That's crazy.
But
bro.
what age were you when you did that?
Oh man, I was like
between 12 and 18.
I had to be like 13, 14, maybe.
Yeah, what do you mean 18?
Yeah.
You was nigga.
No, well, I was nigga knocking at 18, but I was nigga knocking on dorm rooms, like dorm room doors, like nigga knocking other niggas my age, like go to Eagle Landing.
And
and
you
like,
never like went some, you know what I'm saying, like went some place and just did some
I did that shit. Oh, I did that shit at Central. You know what I'm saying? Like I would nigga knock at Central. You know what I'm saying? Like
I ain't talking about knocking on people houses at 18 and nothing. We well traveled by now. You know, especially like if you go on a class trip or something, you in the hotel room.
Yeah, nigga knocking in the hotel room and shit. Yeah.
Probably ain't never been nowhere, man.
No, that's different. I don't know why y'all would be nigga knocking at 18. That's wild to me.
I mean, bro, you know, like okay, so either it's like playing sports or like fucking I don't know, man. Like all your people on the same hallway, like y'all go somewhere, y'all on the same. You just and then come to the door like, y'all niggas knocking on my door this early. Yeah, nigga, get your ass up. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not talking about knocking on people you know. Like
no, like you nigga knocking is knocking and running away. You know
that's all it is.
Yeah, that's really all it is. It's that
whether
that's
whether you know people or you don't know people, you just knock on the shit.
Well, I guess my thought process is what I'm trying to say is there's a huge difference between knocking and running away on somebody's door that you know versus somebody's door that you don't know. I feel like that's a huge like y'all it's the same.
I mean,
they don't know who knocked on the door anyway.
But the point, it's not the point that they know. It's the point that you know, hey, this is my homeboy. I'm just fucking with him.
But still,
versus a complete stranger, you don't know who the fuck this is.
But still, like playing those games can get you shot.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Whether you know who's inside the house or not, you know what I'm saying? Like playing those type of games will get you shot. So as you get older, you don't do certain things. And this idea that it's smart to kick a back door over a front door is the dumbest shit I've ever.
Anytime I ever kicked the back door in, I had purposes of robbing.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, but
that's
I ever put my foot on the back door, I had the purpose of robbing in my mind.
Yeah, but that's what anybody would think. And this kid is 18 years old. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not really a kid. You know what I'm saying? He was an adult who made he was still in high school, but technically an adult who made a really stupid decision, and he paid the price for it. So it's like I have no sympathy for him. I am gonna look into see if there's a GoFundMe and maybe we'll see if we can put it up in the pod. But he needs some good representation because no way this nigga should be locked up and Zimmerman you know what I'm saying, got to fucking walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy for this dude to be out. Like, I mean, no bail is on top of that is crazy when someone you're defending your own.
Was it a
house.
capital murder?
It would have been.
I guess it has to be capital murder because of the no bond situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's crazy to even be a murder charge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it could have been manslaughter.
Well, they
might try to.
So
plead
police
out.
officers. So this is how it is, right? Police officers are literally street bureaucrats. Whatever they charge you with, you know what I'm saying? You have literally one chance to kind of get that change when you go in front of that magistrate before they bring you back behind that wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if the magistrate says, "Oh, you know," and you don't get to talk to the magistrate, it's literally the police officer going up there. Okay, what are you charging this man with? Oh, I'm charging him with murder because of X, Y, and Z. If the magistrate sees nothing wrong with the police, you don't even get to talk to the magistrate. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the magistrate says, "Okay, well, these are the facts that I got from this random police officer that, you know, I see, you know, 12 times a month." Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to believe him. You know what I'm saying? Now you're sitting back there being held on capital murder. Okay, yeah, no bond.
And I have to say this before we move on, bro. I don't believe that black people should live anywhere that's not at least 30% black or diverse enough where it's less than 50% white.
Mm.
Because if you look at all these weird ass fucking stories where shit like this happens, it's always in some stupid ass fucking hick town where it's like 65% white or more, or like less than 15% black.
Right.
It's always in these kind of spaces. And yeah, matter of fact, when I saw this story, I said, let me look up the demographics. And sure the fuck not. It's fucking
majority white.
Vast majority white.
Damn.
And almost no black people, bro. Like, don't live anywhere where you don't see your people. If you going to
then
fucking
the jury pool gonna be,
you already know what the jury's gonna be, right?
The jury's gonna be crazy.
The jury of your peers, and it's gonna be nothing but motherfucking white people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
These niggas.
Right. Don't like I'm pleading with any black people. Don't live in any town where if you go grocery shopping and you see nothing but white people, just know you need to move the fuck out of there, bro. You are not in a safe place.
I was in
can't shop at Whole Foods.
Yo, me and Rome was in Port Gulf, man. On our way back from New Orleans, and because that's where we had to catch the flight from, and we had went to Buffalo Wild Wings. We get a Buffalo Wild Wings. It was literally we were the only two black dudes in there. The only two. I felt kind of like displaced in that motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Feeling. Yeah, it was weird as fuck, bro. Like, everybody, even the workers in there were white. I'm like, hey, bro, you want to find somewhere else to eat, bro? Like,
yeah, you in the South too, so
yeah. So, you know, it was a little wild. All right.
They don't mind calling you nigger. Up north and just put something in your food.
Yeah, Spotsylvania County. Yeah,
oh.
You already know that's some fucking hick town, bro. Like,
all right, so the government is getting rid of pennies.
About time.
Government is getting rid of pennies right around the time Final Destination comes out.
Hilarious.
The irony. That is. All right, so
trying to give
I
Trump
never
some
saw
more.
Huh?
Trying to give Trump some more.
Nah, I ain't trying to get that nigga nothing. Hey, but yes, no, I think it's kind of crazy that this is like a headline in the news that they're getting rid of pennies. Like, hey, yo, fam, and then they said how much money they would save by not producing pennies.
Yeah, it costs more to produce a penny.
The penny
It costs 3 cents to make a penny.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. It costs more to make the penny than
the actual value of the penny,
exactly
which is crazy. It's I'm
happy. I hate pennies.
Pennies. Like, man, look, I remember I used to have my little pennies, man. I put them in my little jar and take them right to when the coin stars first came out. I just, you know, you can't only put so much in there at a time while it's counting and shit. Let the motherfucker count it. Yeah. no, man, that was my shit, man.
I'm thinking about saving every penny that I got and kind of like
Seeing
maybe
if-
bury it in the backyard
See
type
if
shit.
it's worth something.
Yeah,
See, I don't-
maybe
it-
like
it-
you know,
it
50
used-
years from now,
it
you know,
used-
it
it might be
used-
worth something. Especially
Maybe.
like
It used-
because you
when
know
they-
all them pennies
yeah.
weren't made this year, so some
Yeah,
of them might be
yeah.
old. So 50 years later, they might be worth something.
Oh yeah, for
So
sure.
it's the idea, you know, for DJ grandkids. You know,
Yeah, I mean, they used to be worth a lot more when they was making them out of copper.
copper. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's kind of funny, man. Yeah. So since they're stopping the production on pennies, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the oldest penny you got, you save it.
Just
Put,
say
put it somewhere, man. Because I
it's
think
gonna
it'll
be
be
worth
worth
more.
something.
It's gonna be worth more than a penny.
Yeah, it's gonna be worth something because it's gonna be a form of currency that you can no longer get. It's like $50 and silver dollars and stuff like that. Like that stuff doesn't pop up often. You know what I'm saying? You save those. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody give you one, you know what I'm saying? Hey, put that joint up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that joint is going to be worth something because they don't make a lot of them. It's like a form of currency that you
So
cannot find.
if you find a penny probably made before 1982, because I think that's where the
Let's stop making them with copper.
that's when it's now it's mostly made out of zinc. So if you find anything with a 1982, I would definitely say that because that could actually be worth a lot of money later on.
Okay.
But the current ones made out of zinc, I don't know. They might, maybe.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know,
just
but-
to,
like
just to,
like you said, for something that's never
Yeah,
going to be
never gonna be-
replicated again,
yeah.
it might be,
you know,
you know,
You never know.
because think about it, 25 years from now, nobody's even going to be raised with the idea of pennies. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
We might even be cashless by that time.
yeah.
You know, so just having something that no longer exists usually is worth something.
Yeah. for
And
sure.
and then, you know, it's gonna be worth more than a penny. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hey,
it's not
for sure.
it's not gonna get cheaper.
I have a whole jar full of pennies over here. Let me look through them. Now, for sure.
I
look
said
at
save the motherfuckers,
them.
man.
Yeah, save them.
Save them for the grandkids, great grands. It might turn out to be
Pay for their whole college fund.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
like stock.
Hey,
It's
look.
like having stock.
Yeah, like it's like people that keep gold. You know what I'm saying? Like people that actually buy actual gold and keep gold, man. Like, you know, stuff like that. Like I remember when the quarters came out with the states on the back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
They used to
saying?
have those collector.
Yeah, the little
edition.
little collector. You put the quarter in the slot. You know what I'm
Each
saying?
state, yep.
Yeah, they had a whole sleeve. You know what I'm saying? You put quarters in and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing.
it's also a lesson on you got to make your money work for you, man, because as you can see, the value of money just continues to drop. So
Yeah.
make sure you again save gold or put in some gold or market something because
Yep. There's more currency out there now than the Federal Reserve has gold to back it. So, you know, food for thought. All right, let's jump into the spice. We got a video that Prime sent in.
Men exist because Cassie's husband Alex Fine exists because Sierra's husband Russell Wilson exists.
Cassie's husband, Alex, that man ain't nothing. He ain't got nothing but God pumping through his veins. Like, truly an angel, you know.
May all my girlies find a love that resembles the love that Alex Fine has for Cassie. Like, what a beautiful demonstration of what it means to be loved fully and fearlessly and unapologetically.
First thing y'all think of is, oh, what's her husband gonna feel? That's because too much of y'all manhood is tied to y'all ego. A lot of y'all not ready to help your girl carry her baggage.
You take it away, sir.
I wanted to know y'all thoughts on it because I thought that was hilarious.
And man, you know, Captain Saber hoes, you know, they love them. But it's the idea of regardless to whatever my past is, somebody's gonna love me for me, and because of that, it's kinda like keep hope alive type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it happened to her. I'm curious to see after the trial how long this amazing love lasts and everybody gets paid or gets what they need to get out of this deal, But that's the reason why they co-signing on it. You know, it allows that accountability of not doing certain things, because you know there's always this stigma that if you're a hoe you can't get married or whatever. So anytime stuff like that happens, the sisterhood is proud to get their props.
The sisterhood.
Let me tell you, Alex Fine is every slut bucket's dream, because now they can move forward in life knowing that their past won't come back to haunt them. With the Alex Fines out there, now women have this mindset that they can sleep with as many guys as they want. Sleep with that guy, sleep with that guy, sleep with multiple guys at the same time, get peed on, get a little bit of bukkake action. And if you know what that means, you're nasty.
Bukkake. That's how you pronounce
that
shit?
Yeah. That has something to do with poo?
No. That's
for when
it's wild. It's
that's
wild.
when you get the facial.
The facial.
By many
men.
Many
Men.
And so
Just,
Alex Fine that's like every hoe's dream. It's like, oh my god, I can be a complete hoe and still have
someone love me.
I can still get my happy
I can
ending.
cheat on him.
I can cheat on him.
He will still love me.
And he will still love me. So he's like, oh my god, this is like the perfect dream. Like, what? Like, what? Like, I don't. Yeah. I think it's hilarious that all these women are praising him. Like, oh my god, he's such a good man. He is a sucker, bro. He is a sucker. And oh my god.
He's there for the paycheck.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, man, you married to a $20 million woman, and who was he, like a dancer or some shit? What was it? Yeah.
When he was with the shits anyway, he won't at the Diddy parties.
Wait, was he? I probably was. Shout out to D for the super sticker. It's. I just think it's hilarious that everyone's out here just like applauding this shit, where it's like, oh my god, you can make all these bad decisions and someone will still like sit here and love you and accept all of the. Yeah, I think it's ridiculous.
Bukkake.
But do you think is love or pity? Like, I feel so sorry for you that you've been through that. I'm gonna ride with you if it's authentic. I'm gonna throw that out there. Would you consider that love or pity? Because you know that person's story, and
I don't think he's pitying her. I think he's a pitiful man.
Oh man.
Because any man who would accept a woman who's out here getting tossed around like that, getting peed on and all this other stuff, and then
coming back home to you,
and then getting cheated on and accepting that.
Yeah, I mean, even just being cheated on and accepting that kind of lowers your value as a man.
100%.
So just that alone is one dynamic, but then when you add all that other stuff on it, it's like, dang, bro, like she really must got some money. She really must got some money. You know what I'm saying? Because how do you hit that? How do you kiss that? How do you know what I'm saying, hold on that tight?
Well, I mean, at this point, he already got kids with it. Lord of mercy.
You know what I'm saying? Them kids were on her face swimming, and you just, that's wild, man.
All right, let's get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, it gets worse.
Anybody got a freak throw?
I kind of got one.
Okay.
I'm not going to mention her name.
Oh, man.
I'm not, because it's actually helped me. There was this chick that I used to date a long time ago. Came across her last year when I was getting started with my photography thing. She was giving me ideas on doing the real estate thing, you know what I'm saying? So I started like getting a business plan in that direction or whatever. And I guess she wanted more than a business thing because I was just like strictly business because you did me dirty when we was little. But I'm an adult, so I know not to cross those lines. And plus, I'm really running a legitimate business. Like I ain't trying to kick it with you like that. But long story short, we got into a argument or whatever, and she was saying that I was using her to build up my little business.
Oh, she was just.
I want to thank you. That's why I say it's a frank, but it's like a I want to thank you because telling me I can't do shit will make sure I get the shit done. I appreciate that.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
All right, respect. Prime, you got one
Extra
extra
motivation.
Oh hell yeah.
No frankness though.
All right, yeah, I ain't got one. All right, we can get to the topics. All right, man. So
Oh shit! Hold on. God damn it.
you got one?
Not a frank to throw, but I don't know if you want to talk about this or not. But the AMAs having.
American Music Award?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that.
All right, we can move on.
All right. All right. So
How you know?
this is a tough question for men, right? Because we never know where women are coming from when they ask this question, right? So, example. I'm out with some friends, and my homeboy and his girl, and we see a mutual friend that we know while we're out. She speaks to me, she speaks to him, she speaks to everyone at the table. So I hear their conversation. How you know them? So this question can be asked if a woman comes up and speaks, or if a dude comes up and speaks. You know what I'm saying? It's one of two things depending on the gender, right? So for if a girl comes up and speaks and your lady asks, why you know them? She already know she your type. So she's really asking, did you fuck? That's off rip. She already knows. She's asking, did you fuck? Depending on how you respond to that question, will let her know if you fucked or not. Secondly, it may not be that she want to know that you fucked. It may be that, she know that. See, I was about to slip up. She knows shorty from around the way, and she got,
give it to
you know what I'm saying? Either she got beef with her directly or her indirectly. Like one of her homegirls is beefing with her, but she know because she's seen her Instagram page. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's a guy, right? So you out with your lady, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? You see, oh shit, well, I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been, bro? Blah, blah, blah. Oh shit. Chelsea, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. So, and then your girl asks you, how you know them? Hey, yo, she's asking for one or two reasons. First reason is because she fucked that nigga. And she wants to know, do you know? The second reason is she could know that nigga, and she know that nigga's grimy. And she wants to know if you on that same time. It's an awkward question, regardless of what the sex is of the other said person, right? My question is, have you guys ever been in one of those situations? And how did you respond?
Well, personally, anytime I'm outside with people, I usually run across somebody that I've known from back in the day. And it's like y'all been out in public with me. Y'all see somebody y'all know and be like, listen, you nigga. How you know D? Like everybody know D. Like Rick. I'm being relabeled, rebranded. So they calling me Rick now. But everybody knows me. So it's like when I do go places, it's like, oh shit, where you been? You know what I'm saying? I've been around, you know what I'm saying? Who you out here with? Such and such and such. Hold up. How you know him?
Yeah.
Because I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a good thing to be labeled as one of my friends. So
oh fuck.
Back in the day, I'm a changed man. You know
All
what
right,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
I'm
for
an
sure.
adult now, but early Durham days,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
He was out.
problematic back in the day.
Okay, he was outside. It's all good. Prime. I feel like you've asked this question.
I've asked it.
I feel like you've asked this question.
Have I asked it? I don't know. Maybe. I'm gonna have to think about that. As far as it being asked to me, I don't know what it is, but like I feel like my exes are pretty good as far as like if I'm with a female, of just like standing and waiting and keeping it pushing. You know. So luckily I don't really, have that issue. And I mean my go-to answer is like, oh yeah, they I used to work with them. That was actually true. Whether they were there or not, whether they were or not, that is going to be my answer.
That is crazy.
Oh yeah.
But like it's all right.
That's always good.
But that shit can backfire.
If she already knows.
Yeah, because she's like, no, that bitch with the A&T. You know what I'm saying? I got my one.
Oh yeah, 41.
Yeah,
I'm 41.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is this topic about?
But
yeah, I mean, I mean, the I used to work with them that one's a pretty safe one.
Yeah. I mean, because everybody had like, you know what I'm saying, like a retail job.
At some point.
Everybody
there. Yeah.
So yeah, I used to work with them.
Yeah.
You know what? That is actually a safe fucking bet.
It is safe.
That's
That's really like my go-to. Shit, like I still use that to this day. I'm like, oh yeah, I used to work with them.
Damn, I might need to use that one.
I know, because you can't be like, yo, I met her at a club. That's a dead giveaway. Now you know I fucked her. You know what I'm saying?
I know you fucked her.
Now you know about that, so I gotta be like,
because you don't want to give up too much information.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, it can't be like, yeah, I met her on POF. Like,
yeah.
I definitely, you know what I'm saying?
Tinder.
Right. I met her on Tinder. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah.
POF is a cesspool, yo.
Yeah, I can't believe I used to be on there.
That shit. They had to rebrand that shit, yo.
They did.
They did.
They had to rebrand that shit, man.
What is it now?
It's still
POF, but like
it's not like it used to be.
Yeah, they had to rebrand that shit,
man.
They said, yo, our marketing is terrible, our platform is terrible. We gotta rebrand. They said kick everybody off and make them reapply for profiles and shit.
Yeah. Nah, I'm glad, bro. I was getting fucking all kind of dudes and like coming in my inbox. Hey, yo, I'm really a dude. You cool with that? Hell no, I'm not cool with that. I said, wait, what?
Hey, yo, that's fucking wild, yo.
Yo, because it was a picture of a girl, but it was like, I mean, it was like a blurry picture, but it was like it looked like long hair, and then it was like, yo, I'm really a dude. You cool with that?
That's when the trans stuff wasn't.
Yeah.
Out there like
this is back. This is back. Now they've created like an avenue where it's like, okay, if you're into blah blah blah, you can message these people. But before there was no filter, so it's like
anybody and everybody gonna say, "What's up, man? How you doing?"
Okay, so I think I've been asked this question multiple times, but I think the wildest time was so I had a nigga named my homeboy Rashad. We went to Hillside together or whatever, right? So Rashad's a dancer, Rashad's gay, right? But that was always my dog because I'm gonna tell you why. So we were all in theater together. So if anybody's ever been, you know what I'm saying, to the high school I went to, the theater hallway, you had the theater classroom, the actual theater, the dance room, and then the back door. So like the theater hallway, like all the kids in the chorus room was like right outside the double doors. So everybody, like we, you know what I'm saying, we all saw each other, right? So it was one time I got to thumping like right outside the chorus room, and bro helped me out. You know what I'm saying? Like he saw me, you know what I'm saying? He already didn't like, you know what I'm saying, whoever I was fighting, you know what I'm saying? And niggas trying to jump me and he helped me out. So that's my dog, right? So I seen him later on in life. I was out with a girl and I seen him And he was like, "Oh, what's up?" I said, "Hey, what's up, bro?" You know what I'm saying? Dapped him up. You know what I'm saying? He went on about his business. And girl was like, "How you know him?" And I was just like, well, that's my dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, "But he gay." I was like, "So I don't care who he sleep with. Like,
he ain't fucking with me.
Yeah, he ain't fucking with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but she was like perturbed. Like, it was a list of questions after that.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, so, like, it's crazy how, you know, like a straight black man cannot have or cannot know people that are gay. Like that's crazy. Unless it's a girl that's gay, nobody's gonna question that. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, what up, my nigga? You know, but
still titties under there.
Yeah, still titties under there. Stud. That's what stud stands for. Still titties under there. I saw that and I thought that was funny as hell. Oh man. But yeah, that's probably my wildest one, man. I just thought that was interesting. All right, we can move on. Okay. So, is it possible to outgrow the person that you're with?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100.
All right, let's expound on that. Let's
You
expound
go
on
first.
You go first. Go ahead.
Okay, so as you know in life takes you in a certain direction. And unfortunately, everybody won't be along for that ride. And a lot of times that ride is you growing into something. When you grow into something, it changes the dynamic of the relationship because what used to be isn't there anymore. And a lot of times what happens is as you continue to move in this direction, if that person isn't on board with you, they're going to move and grow into a different direction. Mm-hmm. Positive or negative, doesn't matter. But either way, they're not going to be with you as you go through your journey, wherever this road takes you. And that's how a lot of times you can outgrow your partner. Sometimes they can see your growth and your growth makes them feel stagnant because they're not moving or they might not be happy with the direction that their life is taking. Mm-hmm. And
dang, you stole mine. Go ahead.
You should have known. You should have went first if you got some knowledge to drop. But yeah, it happens all the times, and that's why you hear about how difficult it is to be in relationships with people for extended periods of time. Because life happens. Life is going to take you in a different direction one way or another. Stuff is going to happen. Job changes. Just building yourself is going to make you go in a certain direction. And a lot of times, like I said, if you're not aligned with the right partner, you're going to grow apart. And that just happens all the time.
So, from personal experience, with my first love, I didn't even come into my own yet. So I was young. I didn't really know who I wanted to be. I was really unsure of myself. So at the time, like my girl, like basically like I was a simp. I mean, just being straightforward with you. So it's like, as I was starting to get older and gain confidence, be more sure of myself, I was starting to like, kind of like, one, just realize that imbalance of the relationship. And like, not only that, like I was changing very rapidly at that point in time in my life. And
life happens.
Yeah, because life happens. I was like just getting out of high school. Like I feel like, Lord of mercy, like as soon as I got out of high school, like I started like growing up like quick, and it's starting to come into my own very quickly. High school was some fucking bullshit. It just really was. I feel like that stage like kept me like very stagnant. But like as I finished high school, started working, started going to college and all this stuff. Like I was planning all these things, and at the time, the person who I was dating, they were just kind of stuck in this one place.
Mhm.
Like one for me, like at that point in time, I had a lot of aspirations and career goals, and she ain't had none of that. You know what I'm saying? No career goals, no nothing. And so, at the time, again, you know what I'm saying, when I first met her, like that was cool. But like as I was growing up and like had these
Stuff going on.
stuff going on and these big aspirations, now I'm like, hey, I kind of need someone who's on the same time I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Because like especially, with the thought process that I had, I knew I was going to continue to grow, and she was going to continue to be where she's at. And I really wasn't wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With thinking that. So 100% outgrowing your partner is a thing. It's doesn't matter if you love them or not. Sometimes it's just I'll just grow into two different paths, and you just got to let it go.
I dig that. I think my example is more so, late 20s, early 30s.
It can happen then too.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like I was at a point, career wise where, I was, trying to figure shit out. I was still working semi dead end jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like it was dead end jobs, but I was, making adult money, dead end jobs, But I wanted to get into my career at the time. So, or better placement in my career, because where I was in my career, I wasn't doing anything, worthwhile. And, moving to a whole different city, pretty much, I was working a fucking call center job when I got there. Like literally, like the day before I actually moved, I had the interview, and I had to go to the interview. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a whole bunch of adult shit that happened. My car had got towed. Like I was almost late for the interview, type shit like that. Like it was a lot going on. But I knew when I walked in there, I was like, I'm too smart for this fucking job. Because the simplest shit that they were asking me, so it was Time Warner Cable, right? I was call center for Time Warner Cable. And it was Time Warner Cable at the time. So, I walk in there and, you do the interview, and then they take you back and you have to speak to like several different managers during this interview process. So one of the processes was, they sit across from you. They got a cable box and a remote. And they said, okay, we're going to do a troubleshoot scenario, boom, boom, boom. So guy acts like he calls in. He says, yeah, I can't get, I see the time on my box, but, my TV isn't getting any service. Like, what's wrong with I paid my bill, blah, blah, blah. I said, you got batteries in your remote? He said, yo, that's the quickest anybody's ever got it. I said, yo, what? That was the answer? Like, are people that, in my mind, I didn't say it out loud. In my mind, like, are people that stupid? But, like, that just already told me, yep, I'm too smart to be here. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, boom.
Isn't that the worst, though, bro? Working at a job, bro, that you are too smart for. Like, I'm better than
this.
That is the worst fucking feeling ever, bro.
Bro.
I had that feeling for a long time.
And I'm a techie. Like I like technology. So a lot of the times people will call and have an issue because we only did cable box stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But when I was working, I worked the second shift, and then they opened up a third shift or whatever, and I was working third shift, so I was working overnight. So honestly, bro, I'm in the, I'm in the little the help manual on online that they have, bro. I'm looking at, oh shit, I know how to fix internet. It's the same codes, but it's the same way to fix it, but it's just different codes. Mm-hmm. Oh, somebody called, the internet was fucked up and the cable box didn't work. I got them both fixed. Like, bro, I promise you, like, they was like, oh, yeah, we can send you cable calls now. Like, I don't know what you did, but you know how to, boom, boom, boom. And that was taking place in a whole nother building. They had internet and phone. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, hey, look, man, as long as I get a little raise, Anyway, my partner at the time, you know, she had just started working for the government or whatever, boom, boom, boom. But I told myself, I said, look, I'm gonna give myself 6 months here. I said, within 6 months, I'm going to get another job. I was there about 5 months, 5.5 months, right? Boom, got another job. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, she was making significantly more than me. You know what I'm saying? When I was working at Time Warner, but when I got that, you know, I got the next job. Now I'm making significantly more than her. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, her thing was, all right, well, you need to get, you know, you need to learn this, this, and that, and you're not learning it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not, you got these goals and aspirations, but you're not progressing towards them. Like, you're not moving fast enough for me. Because like back then, like I said, okay, I want to start DJ. I went and bought me a DJ board. I watched hella YouTube videos, and you know what I'm saying, was doing shit like that, like literally sitting on the floor with like this fucking Fisher Price fucking DJ board set. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like I was doing that. I was I got interested in making beats around that time, like actively like learning a particular program to make beats. I went and bought, you know, with the Guitar Center. I was making money, nigga. Like, you know, shit. Went to the Guitar Center, got the fucking, you know, best of the best. Like, yeah, give me that, give me that, give me that, you know. And literally sat down and taught myself, you know what I'm saying, how to do this stuff. But meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, you say, oh, I want to start doing this and I want to start doing that, but you're not making no effort to go towards it. And if you are making effort, you're making small steps, and I'm like, all right, well, you know, I asked you about it, and it's like you ain't made no progress from, you know, in a 4-month time period. It's like, all right, well, you must not really want to do it. I ain't gonna ask you about it no more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you must not really want to do it, and it's just, you know, you're not moving fast enough for me, and I hate, personally, I hate in relationships when, you know, like if you talk about something, then I want to see actions towards that. If I don't see actions towards that, it just be like, well, why the fuck did you even tell me that? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be somebody who's interested in something, you know, at one point in time, and then like you totally, like you see the work that needs to get put in to do it, and then it just discourages you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not with that. Yeah, I'm not with that.
It's kind of like one of those things, like niggas all the time, like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go to college. Like, nigga, dude. They go, nigga, like the fuck, you know what I'm saying? They go,
yeah, like, and it's like, especially niggas that's over 21. Hey, yo, fam, you an independent student at this point. I said, you don't need your parents' information or nothing, bro. You can literally just go.
Walk up there.
You can literally just go. Sign up for the classes. You can literally just go. You know, and it's I gotta do an SAT. You ain't gotta do no SAT to get in college. You go to community college, you take one class, nigga, you are in college. You take one class and you can transfer out. You go to any of these online schools and take one class and then go to college. And you don't have to take no SAT. All that shit is bullshit. All of it is bullshit. I promise you it is.
You know, one thing I will say is like this is why it's like it's very important to pick your partner based upon the values that they have. You know what I'm saying? Because if they have the right values and the characteristics that you're looking for, then and you guys are in line with that, then you don't have to worry about outgrowing your partner. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's like too many times we look at, okay, where they're at right now, oh, that's great, but they don't have the certain values that you're necessarily looking for. Yeah. So that way, you know what I'm saying?
So they grow with you. Go with you. Exactly. Yeah. That was a healthy conversation, yo.
It really was.
Jesus. All right. So keep it on the same tone, right? So it's crazy how I mean, and this ties into both of our previous topics, but you know, when you moved on from somebody and they start showing interest again, like you ever fall out of a situation with somebody, like whether it was lust, whether it was love, like you fall out of that situation and you go ahead and move on and you're happy, you know, and this person pops back up. It's like, oh, you know, I see you doing good. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for noticing. start doing little shit to try to show you that they're interested again. It's like, no, I'm not interested. You know, like why? Okay, so this
Back then they ain't.
back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all want me.
I said.
So and this is a little triggering for me, but I had a situation where Shorty and I, we went our separate ways. There was no bad blood or anything like that, but she just stopped showing interest in me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, well, look, I'm gonna move on, and boom, boom. I moved on. I was doing great. I was boom, doing my thing, blah blah blah, woo. You know what I'm saying? And boom, she rolls in the inbox somewhere and was like, "Oh, I see you doing good. Blah, blah, blah. Appreciate you noticing. I just think we just need to get up and catch up. I'm good. I'm all right. We can catch up right here. Short conversations because I'm not going to give you anything long. Very short conversations. I don't need to go anywhere with you, seductress. Because I know.
You give it up.
I know what that mouth is.
I see my birds
Damn, sometimes you just gotta know thyself. Ain't that what Neo said in the Matrix? Know thyself. Just saying, man. Sometimes you know. If you know, man. Sometimes you just gotta.
I feel you though. Because as you get older, you get your shit together. I've heard quite a few times females say, if I knew you was gonna be an adult, you know what I'm saying?
If I knew you was gonna be an adult, it's crazy.
I would have hit that block so fucking quick.
But y'all know I be bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I play a lot, so like back in the day, I played a lot.
Yeah.
Didn't really take a lot of stuff serious. So, and I told you I'm the most immature motherfucker you've ever seen. Ever. So, just the fact that I'm mature now, a lot of people be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never thought you would actually be an adult.
That is some wild shit, though.
Nah, for sure.
But,
though, like, yeah, I ain't never had nobody break it down to me like that. But like, if I've gotten it. If I would have knew you would grow up to be the man that you were supposed to become, I've gotten that one, and that's inspiring. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
That's a little bit better.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, damn, you thought I was gonna be. Damn, you believed in me, huh? Oh well.
But you also got to understand, like when I was younger, I didn't have life goals and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was in the streets and shit, and thinking I'd be dead or in jail like the rest of all Black America. You know what I'm saying?
That's discouraging, sir.
Yeah, I mean, shit, bruh. I told y'all.
Be honest.
I told y'all. The first time I got told I was dead or in jail was in the 5th grade.
Damn.
So like,
who the fuck was this teacher?
It was Officer Grayson.
Oh shit!
Ass, during the Dare class, I didn't want to sing that Dare song, so he grabbed me by my Bill Cosby sweater.
I don't know what yeah, I think they bro, like especially back in the day, because I've heard that a lot, where either teachers or officers or whatever, like they did too much with that. You gonna end up dead or in jail type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, fam.
Because once you hear it enough times and you live in the hood and you see life not being valued, it's really easy to buy into that shit. Yeah. And even though I wasn't like my boys, like that was really, really doing stuff, I hung around them. So automatically, guilty by association, you know what I'm saying? You're going to end up blah, 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 blah. So unfortunately, like I said, I bought into it at a really young age, and the idea of me being alive past 30 really didn't catch on until I was in my mid-20s. So,
Yeah.
like I said, when you had that mindset of
Yeah.
not caring, I was, you know, I was a free spirit.
Yeah, I
I
think,
you know,
bro, because I've seen this a lot, and I think, bro, it's just kind of this thing like they're trying to say something to kind of trigger an emotion out of you, but they're not realizing that typically does not work.
it doesn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I remember in school, I remember the teachers that spoke life into me. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do. All the teachers that spoke life into me, those are the only teachers I remember their names. The ones that spoke life into me, bro. Like the teachers that talk down to you and
the ones that pull me aside and be like, man, you smart, bro. You could do this. Those are the like people like I fucking remember. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what I mean? And that's really what people need. You know what I mean?
Especially growing up.
Yeah. But I will say on this topic, bro, if a shorty is showing you interest after you moved on, that means you're doing something right. That means you definitely doing something right. Because if no one
ain't hitting no shit,
she ain't hitting you back, right?
I know you weren't gonna be shit.
Yeah, right. So if she's showing you interest after the fact, like that just means you winning in life, man. And that's how it should be. Like, you know what I'm saying? You should look back and all your exes still want you.
And then that goes back to what he was saying. You can't look back. You done moved on, you doing right things, you level up because y'all ain't together. So don't regress and have that moment. Don't allow yourself to even put yourself in that moment to where you can let your guard down because, like you said, you already know what that mouth do. So,
but let me ask this, bro. Like, what if
that's what you said though?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. I'm saying, but like, what if she's showing interest? You moved on, you leveled up. I feel like we're combining topics, but like you see her and she leveled up as well. You circling the block. If you see that she's in a different place and you also in a different place, you circling the block.
Well, it depends on how we separated in the first place.
Okay.
Actually, that's the only thing that matters. Like, why did we separate in the first place? Right. If it was infidelity, no, that's not negotiable. But if it was something as far as I wasn't ready, she wasn't ready type thing, or I wasn't where I wanted to be, she wasn't where she wanted to be, and now we are, we can definitely have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, nah.
I will say this, bro. It was this one chick, bro. I first started talking to her, and at the time, I was working at Walmart, but I had recently, probably like within like the next year, I got my big boy job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so later on, she told me, she was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be real. I didn't want to talk to you at first because you worked at Walmart." Man, when I tell you, bruh, I hit and dumped that shit so fucking quick, bro.
Oh man.
I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I was like, you know what?
Because she didn't fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I was like, you know what? I said, I'm still gonna fuck. However, this is gonna be a pump and dump situation because I was like, wow, like you literally saying, bro, like you was not gonna give me a chance because when I was
my job.
When I was working at the register. I was working at, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't give a fuck about a nigga when I was working at the register. But now that I got my big boy job, now you're like, oh,
you got some money.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk to you. But what was crazy is she was interested in me before, but then when she found out I was working at Walmart, then she's like, I was like, oh, word, okay. So you're that type.
Yep.
Not only that, bro, like any girl like that, bro, like you just gotta watch out for it, bro.
For sure.
Because they're gonna leave you for the next level up if they get the chance, or cheat on you with the next nigga that bosses some cash or some shit. Like
how strong we are as men.
Cassie all over again.
Oh man. All right, last topic of the night, fellas, man. bro, we are, you know, I don't think I hang around any guys that are not charismatic. But we gotta think about how we flirt, bro. Because we can flirt ourselves into a situationship and then we can't get out of that shit. No, hear me out. Hear me out. So, and not even know it too. So I was, what the fuck was I think, was this Justin's days? Yeah, Justin's was still open. So, you know, Justin, you know, I DJ there sometimes and, you know, I know the staff and, you know, whatever. I come in there, you know, get my little drink, my little hookah, sit off to the corner, whatever, right? So, you know, regulars know me, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So I just happened to be in the spot, you know what I'm saying, everybody, like literally, I had a little corner that I sat in, and everybody would, like, they saw me and then they would come over and speak. So, you know, shorty come over, she's like, yo, you must be a big deal. Nah, I'm not a big deal, I'm just a regular guy. This your spot? Nah, owner in the back cooking. You know, boom. She, oh, you know the owner? I said, yeah. I said, you know, just about everybody in here, you know what I'm saying? Just talking, right? Talking.
Hollywood ass nigga.
Hey, look, man, I could be Hollywood, whatever, man. Like, yo, fam, I come here enough, I spend my money here, you know. So, bar got crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know the bartenders. I'm like, yo, let me get a blah, blah, blah. You know, she, oh, he ordered me and my friend a drink. Yeah, I got you. Ordered them a drink, whatever. And then her friend come back over. Oh, can we get some of your hookah? Yeah, extra tips, whatever. You know, I ain't gonna smoke this whole hookah by myself, you know, whatever. And, you know, just having a conversation, and then it turns into
He gave her the tip.
He did.
No.
Both of them.
No. Actually, I never fucked this girl. So, it comes into, all right, yeah, every time she sees me, you know, she speaks, and, you know, since she hangs out like in my vicinity, because she knows, all right, boom, if I'm over here, I know I can get a drink easily. You know what I'm saying? I can get this nigga the money, I can get a drink easily for me and my home girl or girls, depending on who she come with, whatever. So maybe like the 6th or 7th time, like, you know, running into her, my man's comes up and was like, and he was over there talking to her. He comes up, he's like, yo, so my bad, bro. I ain't mean to holler at your girl like that. I said, my girl, nigga? What are you talking about? He said, yeah, shorty right there. She said that. I said, so I'm thinking of some bullshit, right? So I'm like, oh, yeah. You know, just kind of play that shit off, right? And then she comes over with her friend, like, yeah, I want to introduce you to my man. Your man? I'm not your man. She said, yeah, you are. Da-da-da-da. I said, shorty, I'm not your man. Like, shorty was really out here claiming me. Like, literally had people I knew saying, hey, bro, don't you go with so-and-so? Nigga, no. Absolutely not. Who told you this? She did. What? Why is she saying this? I said, bro, I've never touched a girl, bro. So we gotta be careful.
She's crazy.
No, we gotta be careful. Yes, crazy as fuck. You gotta be careful, man, because you can flirt yourself into a situation that is extremely hard to get out of.
I've never had it that bad. I flirt a lot. I'm bad. I'm a serial flirter. I ain't never got caught up like that though. But man, each his own. I enjoy flirting. I just be talking shit. Don't nobody believe me anyway. So let us line slide here and there. Going about my business.
Prime.
You know, for me, I wouldn't even say like flirting. I think for me is, and I'm still working on it, is like trying not to be too nice.
You be flirting, man.
I flirt so much I don't even realize I be flirting when I'm doing certain things.
No, I'm like literally I'm not trying to flirt. Like I'm being like I don't like for instance, a girl will start talking to me. I don't necessarily find her attractive. You know what I'm saying? But I'm nice.
Giving her eye contact and smiling back. And, hit the deep voice on her.
Yep.
Anyway, in my head, I'm just being nice to her. You know what I'm saying?
And titties tingling.
Sometime, and then that can end up to a situation where it's like, oh, I see you got, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like, I want to talk to a friend. You know what I'm saying? But like, if let's say a girl comes to me and she's like talking to me, right? Yeah. I will talk back. I feel a problem with that for real. You give a little attention and they think you're flirty. No, for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, obviously, right, if a girl comes to me and I like her friend, I'm not going to be rude to the girl who's talking to me because I know they're friends. So I'm being nice back. Yeah. You know what I mean? But then, like, next thing you know, it's like I go and talk to the girl I really want to talk. And she's like, oh, well, you know, so what's going on with y'all? You know, my friend's really into you. And I'm like, what? And now
my friend's really into you after a 4-minute conversation is crazy.
Hey, bro, it be happening.
It happens.
It be happening.
Hey, look, I know. That's why I said it.
And now,
crazy.
And now, old girl won't give me the time because she don't want to step on her friend's toes. Right. So it's like,
oh, you was over there talking to my friend earlier. Like, yo, fam.
I was like, first of all, she came up to me. It wasn't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I can see if you stepped to the wrong one and tripping like,
now
you pick me second.
Right. That's a different scenario where it's like, okay, yeah, again, like that shit sucks. And there's nothing you can really do about it. But like if you pick the wrong one, but if she comes to me and she just starts talking and I just engage her back, then it's like, what the fuck am I tethered to her?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
you're tethered to the one that you talk to.
Right. It is
women are super territorial, bro. Like they are super territorial.
Yeah, you gotta be like, you gotta try to get that.
You gotta. I want your friend. That old Jamie Foxx shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, that was a throwback right there.
I want your friend. Not you, boy. Right, tell that.
But yeah, like you at that point, you just got to try to get old girl's number on the low because it's like, hey, look, bro, I know you ain't trying to, blah blah blah, but like, let me get your number. I'll hit you up later. We ain't gotta do this right here in front of her. You know what I'm saying?
Probably why them girls trips be going wrong so often. Because somebody wanted some dude and ended up talking to somebody.
It's worse than that, bro. It's worse than that. Let me tell you, man. So I got this group of homegirls, man, and they'll do girls trips, right? They cannot do girls trips together without arguing, right? Because it's always one of them, and it varies depending on the trip. It varies. It might be one this time, the next one the next time. One of them is going to disappear for dick, and because the others are not getting dick, right? Whether they faithful in their relationships or whatever. Somebody's going to get mad. Oh, this bitch does this every time.
That's bitch, another one.
Bitch, it was you last time.
So hold up. Are we doing it 4? Because
I will take 4 because that'll put me at 5.
Okay.
Yeah. That'll put me at 5. I was trying to get 5 out before the end of the show. Yeah. Just give them a 5-piece, man. But yeah, no, it was you last time. It was. I'm sitting there talking to him after the Miami trip, like, yo, fam. But it was you in St. Thomas, you were doing this exact same thing, and everybody was mad. Insane.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Hey man, look. But yeah. We should make that a topic one day. Why girls' trips fail? But we never had.
We need some girls over here to say it though.
Yeah. But we, as guys,
because we can speculate.
Yeah, I mean,
but we need to hear some stories.
I mean, we know, but the stories will solidify.
Yes, the stories will solidify. But look, as guys, when we go on trips, bro, it'll never be no, we might got one homeboy that wilds out. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take that nigga back to the room. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's the good thing.
Somebody's gonna have to sacrifice the rest of that party to take this nigga back to the room.
Thank God for Slim. He's always good for taking one for the team.
Hey, look,
if need be.
Yeah, but but even those trips still be good though.
Yeah, it still be good. And then we don't harp on it, right? The next day, nigga, you know you fucked up, right?
We just let them know, like,
we gonna rag on
was
you
it
for
that
sure.
bad?
Yeah. We gonna let you know you fucked up.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go.
And then you go on, and then you gonna hear about it here and there, and every once in a while, I'm drunk right now.
Drunk right now.
I'm drunk right now.
Nah, but like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like, look, when you out of town and when you with your peoples, man, like, it should be like, fam, we are all on vacation. We all got bullshit back home.
Enjoy that shit.
We all got bullshit back home. This is the time we don't have to worry about it. We'll check these bank accounts when we get back home and figure the fuck out. We check these bank accounts when we get back home, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only time you gotta worry some shit comes up decline. We'll figure all the rest of that shit out when we get back home.
Yeah, no, that too. Hey, bro. Hey, we got you. We'll figure it out later. We got you, bro. We'll get you across the finish line.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out on the back.
Hey, bro, we got a way home.
Yeah.
You gonna get home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We made sure you're gonna get home, bro. So
yeah, because you got your own return ticket.
Yeah, you gonna get home, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so when I last in April, you know what I'm saying, I went to Rome with went to New Orleans with Rome, and they changed my flight at the last minute, right? So Rome's flying a different airline than me because he's going back to, you know what I'm saying, his spot. So I'm like, all right, well, you know what I'm saying, I gotta figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, shit, I hop on USA, give me a little airport hotel for, $50 for an extra night. You know what I'm saying? Just all right, just move the flight to the next day. Stay out there another day. I ain't care. Watch TV all night. It won't really, like a big deal. But in the same breath, it's like, yeah, fam, look, I'm gonna get home. Yeah, I'm gonna get home. That's all we worried about.
That's the whole goal. Have fun and get home.
Have fun and get home safe.
Get home safe.
Yeah. Don't catch no charges in the state that you know what I'm saying, because you might want to go back to that state.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Catch your ass as soon as you get off the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fortunately, we all adults. Like, we ain't going out there with the mindset of getting locked up.
Right.
And then we got people that's cool enough and calm enough to diffuse shit in the right way. So it's fun when you have people that got stuff going on positive with their life and have things to lose. Mm-hmm. It's easier when you ain't got shit to lose to act a fool.
For sure.
So fortunately, with our trips, we be around people that got shit to do in life.
That's a fact.
we got business to handle when we get back. So we enjoy the day. Get home safe at night.
Yeah, as long as they don't alcohol test me when I get back to work, we fine. All right. Yeah, man. I don't drive no trucks. Now they gotta take truck drivers. They got Yeah, they got random tests for them. All right. Anybody got anything else before we get up out of here, man?
Yeah. Merch is starting to move slowly but surely. Appreciate those that are fucking with me and Picture That Photography. Get you a shirt, get you a hoodie. Check out the website, picturethatphotography.com for the actual pictures. YouTube channel coming soon. Got a lot going on. But yeah, stay tuned, man. Stay tuned.
For sure. Brian? Do I have anything? Not really. Just make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I will agree. The number 2 disagree. Agree.
On Twitter?
Oh shit, did I say Twitter?
You did say Twitter.
TikTok. I'm sorry. TikTok.
Oh man, you
TikTok
old, brother.
and Instagram. I am on Twitter, but I don't really post.
It's not even called Twitter no more.
But like, yo, no, yeah, it's called X, but that sounds like a porn site. Yeah, follow me on X. Like,
X
no,
does.
nigga, I'm not following you on X, nigga. Sounds like porn. You know what I'm saying? I'm not following you on X, nigga.
So
Like,
Malcolm X sounds like porn, black porn.
no, I'm not saying. I'm saying that if you ask for somebody's social media, be like, yeah, follow me on X. Hey, yo, fam, this sounds like porn.
That's the X2. Yeah, I remember the days.
Sicko. All right. So look, man. Shouts out to the gang members that's in the building, man. If you're not in the gang,
Gang.
go ahead and hit the link in the description below. Join the gang. Merch store is still live. It's wide open. Go ahead and get you some merch. Copy some merch. You know what I mean? We got plenty of shirts for whatever your flavor is, man. Make sure you follow the podcast at DND Pod on Instagram. Drinks Discussion Podcast everywhere else. Follow me, King Bot, KBNGBAK, all social media platforms. Follow my man Prime at I Will Agree, the number 2 disagree on Instagram. Agree to disagree everywhere else. Follow D at picture_that_photography. Picturethatphotography.com. Link is in the description below. And then shouts out to Lady B Healthy Eats for feeding us today and sponsoring the show. This has been episode 2 of the Drinks Discussion Podcast, man. And we out.
Yo. Big flex, big check, nigga, run it up. New chain, new wrist, gotta flood it up. Big bag, no cap, nigga, double up. If it ain't about money, what the fuck is up? Big flex, big check, nigga, run it up. New chain, new wrist, gotta flood it up. Big bag, no cap, nigga, double up. If it ain't about money, what the fuck is up? I've been on the grind, I don't need the clout. They was moving funny, had to weed them out. Talking like they ballin', but I seen the drought. I was in the field, had to scheme my route. 100 racks in the duffel, that's a light load. No label for the boys since the price rose. Drip too clean, now I got them ice cold. Pull up in a spaceship once with the right glow. They ain't seen the hustle, they just see the flex. Made it out the mud, now it's private jets. Stressing over bills, now I cut the checks. Shorty send the love, I don't double text. Told my nigga we ain't folding under pressure. Took a loss, but we turned it to a lesson. Keep my diamonds on me for protection. The ops watching, so I gotta keep a weapon. Big flex, big check, nigga, run it up. New chain, new wrist, gotta flood it up. Big bag, no cap, nigga, double up. If it ain't about money, what the fuck is up? Big flex, big check, nigga, run it up. New chain, new wrist, gotta flood it up. Big bag, no cap, nigga, double up. If it ain't about money, what the fuck is up? They wanna see me shine, but I make a way. Every move aggressive like MMA. Made 100 bands off of real estate. I don't do the talking, money conversate. New vibes, new crib, that's an upgrade. She just wanna fuck cause I'm up paid. Keep it low though, I don't love babe. I'll be on the go, I need more space. They didn't think I made it, but I seen the plot. I was broke as hell, had to make it pop. Now the Louis duffel got a couple knots. And my wrist dancing like it's on TikTok. I've been focused, I ain't worried about the hate. Up the price, I ain't even gotta chase. Told my team if I eat, we straight. Told my team if I eat, we straight. Big flex, big check, nigga, run it up. New chain, new wrist, gotta flood it up. Big bag, no cap, nigga, double up. If it ain't about money, what the fuck is up? Big flex, big check, nigga, run it up.